Hi Stampers, it's Becky Roberts. Today I'm going to show you how to use PicMonkey, which is a free photo editing site that you can use to customize your social media graphics that Fun Stampers Journey supplies for us. You can make flyers, you can make collage, you can just edit your photos on it if you want to. So today I'm going to show you how to edit the promotion that we have going on. So I click on edit and it takes me to my computer and I'm going to choose the big deal promotion because that's the one we're going to work on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to personalize it and put my information on it before I upload it to my social media sites. But first I'm going to go through here and I'm going to show you what some of the features do on PicMonkey. These are just your basic edits. So you can crop the photo, you can move this around, you can grab the corners and crop just an area if you want to. And nothing is permanent until you hit apply. So we're going to cancel. This is a canvas color if we wanted to change the color of a background we were working on. Maybe you have a photo that you've taken in landscape on your phone and you need to rotate it back. That's how you do that. And then often you'll have a photo that's a little bit crooked. You can straighten it up right here. And then the exposure is where you can choose the brightness, the highlights, the shadows, and the contrast. You can just make it brighter, make it darker. With the colors, on this one you can turn it to black and white or you can adjust the temperature and the saturation on that. On sharpen, this is where you're going to sharpen. If you've got one that's maybe not quite so clear, you can fix the sharpness on it and the clarity and just brighten it right up. And then down here at the bottom is the resize feature. So if you want to resize it to a certain size that you know exactly what you need to upload somewhere, then this is where you just put in your sizes and you change them. Over here on the top, this is all of the different filters and things that you can use on your project. We would never use it on this one. The face right here is all of the things that you can do to an actual photo that has a face on it. So you can have a little plastic surgery or put some lipstick on or whatever you want to do. Text is one that we are going to use today. And it comes stock with all of these text right here. And if you don't like what they have to offer, you click yours and it takes it to your computer and it brings up your own fonts. Here they come. So these are all the fonts that I have on my computer, so I can use those or we can use the ones they have, either one. The butterfly is the overlays. This is the one that we're going to use today, and we're going to choose from the geometric. And this is the hearts. They have different overlays that are lines, symbols, arrows. So for instance, if you wanted to put an arrow in here and you wanted to point it to something, you could just rotate it and, point something out like that. But I'm just going to delete it because that's not what we're going to do. We're actually going to use the geometric one today. And then down here are the frames. So watch the outside of this photo. I just inserted a frame onto it. And it's got a frame and a mat, and you can adjust the thickness however you want it. You can adjust the color by clicking on the color. Now we can change the frame to green, blue, whatever you want to change it to. And remember, nothing's permanent until you hit apply. So we're going to cancel all of that. This one down here are the patterns and the textures. So this is the brick that I used for our boot camp background. And you can adjust the fade and the saturation, so you can make it really light or really dark. And then we're going to cancel that one. This one right here are the different themes that you can use if you're making a flyer or something. Right now, what we're going to do is create an overlay on here. I'm going to choose a circle that's about the size of this one, so I'm going to go in with the geometric, and it's going to pop a circle right into the center of my flyer. I'm going to grab the corner and enlarge it to about the same size as the circle that they have. And then I need to change the color. So I go over here to the color palette and click on the black. It's going to bring up the color screen, and I'm just going to choose white, which is right there. Now, it's a white circle, and it's in it. I want to be able to see through it and make it a little bit more transparent. So I'm going to take the fade, and I'm going to move the white out of this circle. I still want it to see a circle, but I want to be able to see through it as well. So that's what it looks like now. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to drag it to where I want it to be, which is about right there, and then click off. Now I'm going to go back and click on the text and then add text, and it's going to bring up a text box. So add text. So now your text box is right here. So we're going to highlight it, and we're going to put come get it and an exclamation mark, and then we're going to put my name, and my website. I drive everything through my website. This would be where you maybe put your Facebook page or your online store for Fun Stamper's Journey. And then but I put everything through my blog. So now I'm just going to highlight all of this text, and I'm going to go over here to the size, and I'm just going to reduce the size to about what I think needs to fit into that circle. I'm going to put it in the center justification, click off of it, so I can grab that text box and bring it up and put it inside of here. I'm going to take just this one and highlight that one and make him just a little bit smaller so that he's within the circle. Then I'm going to take my name and highlight that, and I'm going to make that bold. And then click off. Okay, so now you click back on it and it highlights everything, and you have the option to change the color if you want to. So this little bar right here on the side is what you're going to look for your color. So you can see as it goes through all the different colors what it changes to. It changes the code above there. We're going to look for one that's kind of a bright orange, something similar to what this one is over here. So we have it orange now. So that's what it looks like. If I want to keep it like that, I can. I click off of everything and take a look at it, and I think it just competes with the orange on the stamp sets, and I don't like it, so I'm going to click back on my text box and highlight it, and I'm going to turn this text back to black. Then click off and decide if that's where I want it. I actually am going to take my circle, and I'm going to move it up a little bit. And so you move them independently. So then you have to come back and click on your text, click on your text bar and bring that up. And then click off of everything. So that's where I'm going to leave it. And so I'm going to go ahead and save it now. PicMonkey has a feature called the Hub that you can save it to if you are a Royal member. And when I save it to the Hub, that means I can go in and edit it. So I can change this to any other person's name, information. Sometimes I help my team personalize their things, and so I save it to the Hub so that I can always go back and edit it. If you save it directly to your computer, which is what you will do if you have the free part of it, every time you need to edit it, you actually have to recreate it. You can't edit it. So I'm going to click Save right here on the monkey, and it's going to save it to the Hub. And I am going to take this name that Fun Stamper's Journey has named it, and I'm going to rename it to, no, I'm going to go lowercase, the big deal. I'm going to change the file extension on it right there, and then I'm going to save it. Okay, so it has saved it to the Hub now. So now I need to export it to my computer so that I have it on my computer like all my other photos. So click Export, and then I'm going to export to my computer, and it's going to ask me where do I want it to be, and it knows that I want it in my downloads. It put it there, and now here it is. So this is just like any other photo that I have on my computer. I can get ready to upload this to Instagram, Facebook, any social media site that I want, my blog, and it's my personalization on it. So when people see it, they know that they need to come to my blog to sign up, and my information on there. I don't usually put my phone number or anything on that because it does go through social media. I just put my website on there, and that's where they can find me. So that's how you just put some personalization on a flyer. All right, I'm going to show you how to do something else now. I'm going to take this one off, and we are going to start over with either edit a photo right here or edit a photo right here, either one. I'm going to go to my computer to get it. I have them on my desktop. So for this one, I'm going to take the Pretty Planner Kit, and I'm going to choose that one. Now this one, It has a little bit of white space on it, and you can just kind of decide where you want to put your text. It looks like maybe right there might be the most logical spot to put text. So this one, I'm not going to do an overlay or anything. I'm just simply going to choose the text box, and I'm going to add text. And I'm going to move this down here so that we can see what we're doing. So you just type in the text box, and what should we say for this one? Come get it. And then my name and my website. Okay, and then we're going to highlight the text. Whoops, same thing. Double click, there we go. Sometimes it just has a mind of its own. And I'm just going to reduce the size. I am going to do a center justification on this one as well. And then I'm going to click off so that I can grab it and move it over here. So now I can decide if I want to leave it like that or if I want to highlight it again. And maybe this time I want to choose a fun font or something that might match the font that they're using a little bit better, something that's complementary. So let's just play with a couple of them and see what they have here. Kind of looking for a messy little printy one. Maybe they have it, maybe they don't. That's a little characterish. School bell? Nope. All right, when I can't find something that I like, I always just back up to basics and leave it. Pacifico? Nah, we don't want that one. All right, so I'm just going to back up to something that's just easy to read. And I'm just going to go with Arial. But for this one, I am going to change the color. So I'm going to go ahead and find me a bright orange. See, maybe that one? Okay, we'll leave it there. And that's what I'll do, is just have it like that. Now, if we want to move it, we just pick it up, we click on it, and we can move it anywhere we want on here. But I think I'm going to leave it right there in that space. And so again, you just want to save it. And you always need to title it, and then you save it. And again, I'm saving mine to my hub. You might want to save yours to your computer. It does give you that option. But because I save it in Hub so that I can go back and customize it again for other people, I want to be able to have the access to change it. Once you save it to your computer, you can no longer change it. You actually have to recreate it. So now once I've saved it to the PicMonkey Hub, now I'm going to export it to my computer. I'm going to save it back to my computer. There it goes, and here it is. So now I have the pretty planner flyer that I can go ahead and upload to my social media. I hope this has been helpful to you. PicMonkey is a great tool to use in personalizing your information before you put it up onto the web, and it's always a good idea to keep your name on everything that you post. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.